Hi guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the video number 386, and in this video we are going to talk about how to duplicate the entries, how to highlight the duplicate entries except for the first entry. So the point is that if you have a data and there are multiple number of rows which are coming and you want to avoid the first entry of that, and later whatever the entries you will have, you want to actually see that in the form of some coloring, right? So how to do that. So in this video we are going to use the conditional formatting, and this is a very special video because in this we are going to use the countif, and the countif, the way we are going to use it, you will see that you might have not imagined that how a countif can also be used, so with the help of of course the absolute and the relative reference, the use of the dollar sign. So let me take you to my channel where you can watch 44 different playlists. Many of you keep on ringing me and keep messaging me, keep emailing me that if they want to learn then how to learn the things. Guys, these are the 44 playlists which are created for you, and we have the access VBA, Excel and Excel VBA. Any playlist which you see as only the access, that means it talks about only the access front end. Like for example, this is the access VBA, right? So this is all together the access VBA. As you can see here, it has an Excel offset function. So Excel offset function means that this is not a VBA on the Excel part, right? If you want to look at the Excel VBA, then put the titles here. Similarly, if you just type in a conditional format and press search for the conditional format, then you will find here 6 videos on the conditional formatting. You can click there and you will get to see all those, the 6 videos. These are all the videos, right? So let us start today's exercise, and this is what exactly I have for you. Now if you look at the data, you have a date, customer, product, units, cost and sale. Now the point is that any row number which is coming again in this data, for example, if you look at this is exactly the same data is repeated, right? Of course with the different number, right? So you can't see that actually it's repeating as a row, but yes, it is repeating as a customer. Now my point is that what if you want to find the complete row, if it is coming again, if it is being repeated again or not. So for example, if you look at this data where you have the 12th of April 2013, and the customer name is Ajay, and the product is lamps, and the unit 71, the cost is 29, and the sale is 30, the same, actually the value is coming here. This is exactly the same, right? So we want to actually find out all these duplicate entries, the entries which are coming again, right? Keeping two things in mind. One is that the date, customer, product, unit, cost and sale, they all should be matching. If there is even single difference among these headers, even there is a one particular thing, the one column which is mismatching, that is not going to be treated as your the row number, the duplicate row number, the repeating row number. And the second thing which we want to actually check is that the first record should not be colored, should not be highlighted. So in this case, if I have this row number coming and then I have this row number coming, then that means only this row has to be highlighted. Similarly, if you look at this Kathy, where we have, I think the entire data is same. You can see here all the columns are same. So in this particular case, I only want to highlight the last 3 rows, keeping this particular row number as it is, right? Okay, so I keep on pressing the shift key, I think, for a longer time, and that's why that's the kind of the prompt you were seeing. Anyways, so now how to do that? Now maybe you can pause the video and you can try on it, right? And you can come back and see that how I'm going to do that, right? So guys, the first thing is that we will have to create a unique combination, because here we are not dealing with Ajay or lamps or units or cost individually. You'll have to combine them. So what you will do is you will combine the entire data. So just use the AND operator, and we are going to combine them like this. So in this way, I will have the unique entry for all the my items, and I'm just going to drag them like this. It is now. All the items are now concatenated, and in this way, now what I can do is I can find out that how many times each items are coming in the this table, in this particular table, this table, because this is a combination of all the rows. Now how to do that? Now here I'm going to use the countef function. Now the first thing is that when you use the countef function, in case if you do not know anything about the countef function, please go to the Excel and some family playlist, and I have talked about all these functions in detail there. Now generally people use the countif function, as I was telling you, that is something special. The way we're going to use the countif, generally you use like this. You select the criteria, the whatever you want to count, and then you give it the k3 to k16, which is your table range, and then of course you freeze the table, right? So that when you move the table, it should not actually change, it should remain freezed, right? So this is how actually we do the thing. So I'm going to drag this, and this is how you get to see here 1 2 1 1 2 and 3 3 and 1 3 and 1 2 1 2, right? Now if you look at this, this one means that this combination is not getting repeated, as simple as that. And if you look at this, we already know, I showed you that this number is coming. That's why it is showing me the 2 count, and the same count you would see here as well. This is also coming as 2. And similarly for the Kathy, if you look at this, all right, so in the Kathy we are actually getting 3. I thought it is 4. We will have to check. Oh yeah, my mistake, I'm so sorry. You can see here that 1 actually the row number is it's actually, I think that it is it is chairs, right? Okay, so in this way we are able to count everything. But the point is, if you're going to apply this kind of approach, you will not be able to find out that what is a unique value. And the reason is very simple. For example, if you look at this Kathy, we understand that it's coming actually 3 times, excluding this one, uh, this particular row number, right? So let me just, for example, let me just give them the bold just to understand, and this one as well. Now in these all the 3 rows, you see that we have the 3 number coming, and that is the reason that we are not able to actually set up the relationship which can tell us that the first row is the 1 and the second row is the 2 and the third row is actually the 3. Now just imagine if I somehow were able to develop this formula, and the output would have been like this would have been 1 and 2 and 3. In that case, you can clearly tell your conditional formatting that wherever you get the number greater than 1, please give them the color, because 1 is a number which is going to be either unique, as in this case you can see that this row number is not coming anywhere, so obviously the count would be 1, or for the numbers where you are actually getting the count more than 1, then this one has to be excluded. That's it guys, this is the catch of this video, right? So how to do that? Right now we are not going to use the countif function in this way. Obviously the criteria and the range will remain same, but with a one twist. Now what you will do is, generally like in this particular case, what we have done, we have kept this entire table freezed. So whether you're applying a formula here or you're applying a formula here, your range was fixed, and that is the reason you are getting the same count guys. And we don't need that, we want to create the unique, right? So if this item is coming, let's say 5 times, then the first time this should come as 1, and the second item then should come as 2 and 3 and 4, right? So what we will do one thing, we will simply remove this k $16, and we will change this to k, and then you're gonna make it as 3, as simple as that, right? Now K3 to K3, obviously what you will get 1 here, right? The moment you drag it down, this table will not change and you will not get your output, because I have actually freeze the tables. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this 3 from the ending point. Keep your this $3 over here. Well, by the way, you can also remove the k, that is not required because we are not moving the formula left to right, because as a Excel rule, if you move anything left to right only, then there will be an impact on the column numbers. But in this we are actually moving it down. So if you are moving it down, obviously the row number will change, and that is what we have to see, whether to change that or not. So I'm saying that in the K3 to K3 itself, remember guys, this is just a single cell, but the moment I drag it down, this K3 will not change, the starting point will not increment, it will not be K4 because I have put the dollar, but at the same time this K3 is going to be incremented by K4 and your table will start expanding, right? So automatically what will happen, when you will drag the formula down, you will have the different numbers coming here. Now you can see that this is 1, which is understood, but what about this? you saw that this number was coming twice, right? This row is coming here as well, and that is the reason this is the 1 coming and this is the 2 coming. This is fantastic, right? And how about the other parts? For example, if I again look at the Kathy, these two first rows, if you look at this, you know, this is coming as 1, and then this is coming as 2, and then this row number, this is coming as 3. So you have now the unique numbers. And if I just press the F2 to show you how it is working, look at this. The table is this. In this table we are able to count this, you know, entire the combination of the row. And if you just go down, your table is again increasing. So you know, if I start from here, I have the 2 cells selected here, so the table is increased. And if I go here, you see that this is a the entire table is again expanded. And if I come here, then you know, so if you go to the last cell, then here you will find the entire table is being selected. So the idea is that when you want to select anything in a single table, obviously these cells will not be considered, and if these cells are not going to be considered, you will have a different value, right? But at the same time, when you drag down, you know, your table will be this, and in this table you will have now more cells to count, right? So obviously the number will come different. And then again, you know, entire stuff. So just quickly, if I just copy this entire row and paste it in this entire, you know, the table, just to show you how is going to work. Look at this, guys. You will have the number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Fantastic, right? And create these, you know, you can use these countif functions in this way as well, and you can really make your, you know, things pretty easy and charming as well. I had given many examples on the VLOOKUP as well. You know, if you go and check Excel VLOOKUP and match playlist, you will find there that how beautifully we had actually used the VLOOKUP with the countif function, right? Anyways, let me undo the stuff. Now what is required, I just select this table and you go to the condition formatting in the home tab, and here, you know, and say that I want to create a new rule. And obviously we will have to use the formula, or maybe yeah, I think the formula, yes, we have to use the formula because your output is here. So you're gonna see that if this is greater than 1, then we will have to give it a color. But before you do that, guys, please remove the $sign from this, because otherwise what will happen, your entire table will have a color, you know, based on the value in the L3, because you have put the dollar, and dollar means that it is not going to increment the row number. I click on the format, and then I'm going to click on whatever color you want. For example, I want maybe this color, right? So I just click OK, and I just go ahead and press OK. Now you can see that all the duplicate values are highlighted, but with the condition that the first hash the row number is not highlighted, right? And similarly here. So this is very powerful, guys. Right now, just in case, if I just copy this and, you know, let me just paste the entire table in the another sheet. Now what if you want to actually do the reverse? For example, I'm changing the question. Okay, so let me first of all just go to the date, and let's give them the date. Now what I'm saying is that, how about this, that you want to keep your, you know, the first entries in color, but the last entry should not be, you know, highlighted. So it's exactly the opposite. For example, in this case, this should be highlighted, but this should not be highlighted because this is the last range, right? And similarly for the Kathy, you know, these two items, these two rows should be highlighted, but this should not be highlighted, right? And similarly for the Winkit, in the Winkit case, this actually should be highlighted, but this should not be highlighted. And in just in case, if I just copy this and paste here again, and paste here again, that means that, you know, these all the row numbers should be highlighted except for the last one, right? So as you can see here, this was something different, right? Now what you're going to do that again, guys, I would say that you can pause the video, because now you have got the idea. Spend I think 15-20 minutes and come back and see that how I'm going to do that. If you have another, you know, if you have used another method, please share it on this channel, right below the video. You have the comment section and you can give your output there. So the first thing which I'm going to do is, obviously I'm just going to concatenate all these, because I'm going to create the unique combination. Right now, this time when I'm going to use the countif function, I will use it in a different way, right? So how I'm going to I'm gonna use it. Now this time what I will do, I will change the reference. Ultimately you will have to count, there is no doubt, right? So I'm gonna write here count it, and I go in this range. Now in this particular range, what we will do is I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna give the criteria. Now because what happens, let me just correct that. It is going to be your J3. Now this time guys, you want to set it in the descending order. You getting my point? In the previous, because we wanted to take care of the first row, we wanted to keep it outside, so that's why we basically, this is all ascending series. Here anything which comes, which is repeating the first time, you know, where you have that bracket, it is going to show you as 1. You can see here in this case the Kathy, right? This is 1 and then 2 and then 3. What you need to do, you need to change this order, reverse the order and make it 3 2 1. Then again we will apply the same condition, as simple as that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to how I can make this in the descending order. Now this time what you will do is last time we kept this the particular thing open, right? What we're going to do is we are going to freeze this. Okay, now I'm going to freeze this, and then if I just press enter and if I just drag it down, now what will happen, let us see. Now if you look at this, we still we are getting here 1 and we are getting here 2, so that's something I never wanted. Actually it's again giving the same result, because now you have this, you know, this should have been actually 3. So let me change the order. So I think I did a mistake, which is that first of all let me select the entire table, and the table is going to be, let me see that it is on the row number 19, so I'm going to give the row number 19, right? And then what else we need? Okay, so I think the moment I drag this formula down, J19 will not change, so the endpoint will not change, but at the same time J3 will change to J4, so your table will start decreasing, right? So if I just press enter and if I just drag it down, I think yes, you can see that it is coming here as 2 instead of the 1, and the another item which is again getting here repeated, this is actually showing as 1, right? And same for the Venkat and same for the Kathy, 4 3 2 1. What is happening now? What I have done is in the previous video we selected the 1 cell and then 2 cells and then 3 cells and then, you know, 4 cells with the help of the dollar sign. And in this case now what we are doing, we are already giving this table first, so that everything should be counted in the bigger table, and then we are reducing the table like this. Then we are starting from here and then 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 from here, right? So automatically if the table is going to be reduced, your count will also start reducing. That's a point, right? If I show you just using the F2, look at this, this is the entire table. Look at this, table is decreasing, right? You can see that. This is how you can see here. If I just show you here, look at this, the range is, you know, shrinked, and these all values are not counted. So that's it guys. Now what you need to do is just go and again click on the condition formatting. I'm going to click on the new rule, and here we will use the same formula again, right? So I'm going to say that if this is greater than 1, okay, then this should be highlighted, and definitely we will remove the dollar sign, and I'm going to give it a maybe yellow color. You can also give the fill effect, you know, that's your choice, maybe that's how you can choose. So I just press OK, and let us see now how the output is going to come. So this is perfect guys. You can see here this is highlighted, however this is not highlighted, and same for the Kathy, the first 2 rows are highlighted and this is not, you know, highlighted. And of course you don't have to show these you know, things to your user, right? So I just go ahead and remove the equals to sign, just in case if you want to have a look. Okay, now that's the formula which we have developed, and obviously this is a very simple one. It's just the concatenation. I don't think so you need to see this without equals to, but anyways I have done that. And here also main focus is for the cell referencing. For those who do not know what I'm talking about when I say referencing the dollar sign, there is a very basic video on my playlist. You can go and watch that Excel demo videos, right? For example, if you just go here and if you just you know, find it out here, you will find there is a playlist which says that Excel demo videos, and when you click on that Excel demo videos, you'll get to see here the part 1 and the part 2 on the cell referencing, and that's it, right? So yeah, that's the one, guys, I'm talking about. When you click here, you will find cell referencing and part 1 and cell referencing 2. So we have everything on this channel, right? Okay, so that's it for now, and I'll talk something more exciting very soon in the coming video. And please subscribe to the channel, and feel free to give your comments, thought, how actually, how much you liked this video. And just in case, if you think that there's something missed, or you have a better solution, please share it with me. Thank you so much for watching.